We have a referral module which will be covering these processes. So all the hospitals must have empaneled the private referral private hospitals. And for them, there is a practice of referring to the patient on the emergency basis. Sometimes the services are not available or beds are not available. So in those cases, on a case-to-case basis, the referrals are being done. So to facilitate that entire process from end to end, we have enabled this module. This module has been existing in some form, but as it has been used in some of the hospitals, we have received a lot of feedback, including the consolidated feedbacks that we have received from the coordination committee. Now we have enabled most of the features. There may be hardly one or two features which are yet to come, but otherwise it is available in a full-fledged manner. So any hospital who wants to use this referral module completely, so it can be done now. So this module will start with the process either from the OPD or IPD. The advice for the referral will come from the doctors. So either the patient visiting in the OPD or patient admitted in the IPD will be examined by the doctor, and doctor will raise the request from the OPD page or IPD page. Then the request, those advices will come to a referral desk, which is handled by a clerk. So the referral clerk will verify all the details as per the advices received there by the doctors. And then that will, after verification and connecting with the rules and everything, it will go to an approval process. So a doctor who has been nominated for approving the referrals for the diagnostics or for the treatment, for even consultations, indoor, outdoor, any facilities. So there will be a nodal person who normally gets nominated in the hospital. They will act as an approving authority. Once an approval has been done, then it will go to a publishing stage. So those cases will again come back to a referral desk, and referral clerk will be able to see which cases have been approved or yet to be approved. So all the approved cases he will verify again, and then he will initiate the publish option. So once a publish action has been enabled, then that particular referral case ceases to be a completed thing. So after that, it cannot be modified. So after publishing, the referral letter gets reflected on the mobile app of the patient, and it will also trigger a mail to a referral hospital. So apart from this entire process happens online. But we thought like sometimes the doctors may not be in a position to advise online, so they have not used the doctor desk. But in those cases, an offline process also can be enabled, can be initiated by a referral clerk directly on the behalf of the doctor. This offline process can also take care of many other scenarios, like a patient requires an emergency admission, so he will not come to the railway hospital. He will directly go to the empaneled hospital. There, the request will come for empaneling for getting the referral letter here. So in that case, the offline process can be initiated. There are also some other scenarios where a patient getting sick in the midnight sometimes, so they will not be able to get a referral letter issued at that point of time through an online process. So a paper authority can be issued immediately to that patient, and he'll go to the referral empaneled hospital. And then after that, on a retrospective basis, an offline process can be done. So the offline process is actually to enable various exceptional processes, exceptional situations that demands for the referral on a backdated basis or on an exceptional basis. So now let us try to see how this entire process happens. So as I said, the referral normally starts with the OPD or IPD page where the patient is examined by the doctor, and the doctor will indicate the diagnosis information in the OPD page or IPD page. So this diagnosis information also gets reflected in the referral page as well as in the referral letter. So the diagnosis episode that normally in the OPD page that doctor fills, so that also gets reflected there. So all these diagnoses, everything is like either from this ICD code or SNOMED city code. So that also gives sometimes when you want to analyze how many cases with a particular diagnosis are getting kind of referred. So those case wise, diagnosis wise, the reporting also can be made for further analysis. Now, in a OPD page, after like entering the details of the complaints and other details, if a doctor treats that this patient requires a referral, then the doctor will go to a referral tab in the OPD page. In this tab, you will have many fields here. So these are some of the features are new features. So let me explain the complete process that is involved in referring to a private empaneled hospital. So the first option that they have to select is here, the referral type. So here the drop down option will come for the internal referrals and the external referrals, as well as the private empaneled referrals. So the option that has to be selected is a private empaneled or non-railway hospitals. After that, it will show the specialities. Some hospitals are empaneling the private hospitals for particular specialities. So those specialty to hospital mapping can be done by the hospitals, or if hospitals do not have that practice, if they are empaneling a hospital and they empanel for all kind of diseases, in that case that mapping is not required. So by default, it will, even if you select any particular specialty, still it will show all the hospitals here. If you have done a mapping, then it will show only those specialty to corresponding hospitals. So you'll select the specialty and then you will select the hospital here. The all the list of empaneled hospital, private empaneled hospital list has been already provided to us and it has been already populated. If anybody has an issue in finding a hospital which is already empaneled but it is not available here, so they can mail us and we will update that list as well. At the same time, if any hospital is appearing which is not continued to be empaneled now, in that case, that information also should come to us so that that validity period we will kind of update so that it will not appear here. So whichever, normally we keep a validity period as per the details you have provided. The empanel may be for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. So if the empanelment validity is for 2 years, so till 2 years it will be there. In between, if any hospital is like removed from the empanel list, in that case you need to advise the support team to update this information. And after entering the hospital, now the doctor will indicate for how many days this patient requires a referral. So in case of a treatment, normally this becomes relevant. If it is a case of a, say, diagnostic, a referral for a diagnostic, in that case, they may just indicate one day as a default date. So they need not worry about the number of days. Then this is the next column where you will have to enter the reason why this referral is being made. So in next 2 days, this column, this field will get slightly modified. You will get two columns here. One is the reason why this referral is being made. So it will contain this information whether the referral is made because there is a service not available, bed not available, or it is an emergency for that patient to get referred to outside hospital. Or it can also be a reason like a patient has a choice, is insisting and it is justifiable. So that also can be a reason. So we have populated some 5 reasons here and there will be a other reason as well. So we'll keep the other options open-ended. Then apart from that, you will also indicate what is the referral type. Is it a referral of say referral for the treatment, whether referral it is for the outdoor consultation, whether it is the referral for the diagnostics, whether these are diagnostics are specifically meant for COVID, that also we have separately categorized. So that information you will select here. And then this second, the field is a kind of a wide field that we have given to kind of justify the case for the referral. Why this patient requires a referral and what are needs to be examined or tested. So all those details, the patient medical history, which has a relevance for the referral, everything they can mention it in detail. And we have this option of macros also here. So if you click on macros, some default information also can come, which are like a regular nature of things. So those regular kind of options can be indicated here, which will be kind of populated without involving too much of data entry. So the doctors need to help us identifying what can be the default options when we try to indicate the referral notes here. So after that, there are like a few other options we have added here in the referral page. So when a referral is to be made for a patient, this referral can be for the diagnostics, and this referral also can be for a treatment or a procedure. So if you click on the referral test, then it will go further in detail what test that patient requires, that can be indicated here. Similarly for the procedure, we will go to that screen again. So after that, the doctor has to click on the add button. Yeah. So now see, since in this page, if you click on the procedure tab, it will show in the drop down option here, you can search. So whether it is for a appendectomy, so if you search for it, then all the drop down options will come. We have already populated all the CGHS related the diagnostic master we have updated here. If anybody finds that some list is some tests are not appearing here or procedures not appearing here, so they can advise us and we can further update this master. It can keep on growing, so we will not have an issue. So after you enter the procedures here, you can select any number of procedures actually. So as soon as you select one, it will be added with a semicolon, and then again you can search for another test, another procedure. So you can keep on adding as many procedures required for that patient. And after that, you have to click on the add button. So now let us come to the other tab, which is a referral test. So if you click on a referral test, similarly, it will also again open the drop down option. You can search and then select the any test that you require for that patient to happen in the outside this thing. So again, this test also is coming from the CGHS master, and we are trying to make this list as comprehensive as possible. So you can help us finding more the entries for this. So after selecting all of them, you have to click on the add button. So now the referral related details you are updated here, you have added also, but still this information is not saved for further process because this is a subset of a prescription. So unless you save the prescription, this information will not go to next stage. So you have to finally go and save the prescription. So when you preview and save the prescription, the this is the page that will appear here, like this is a prescription preview where all the referral related information will come. So this is as you can see here, it is a referral to Apollo Hospital, and this is for 15 days recommendation, and the reasons are mentioned here, and then what tests have to be conducted during the referral, so that is coming here. So liver function test and appendicectomy is the procedure that has been advised for this patient to get it processed in the empaneled hospital. So this is a just an advice. It is a this information is contained in the prescription, which patient can also download and see. So then he is confirmed that he has an advice for the referral. However, this referral advice has to be processed for the approval. Unless it is approved by a competent authority, the patient cannot directly go to empaneled hospital. So after entering all this detailed preview and all, you will save the prescription. And now we come to a referral desk. So in the referral module, if you the normally referral desk is handled by two set of users. One is the clerks or OS who normally handles the clerical work involved in putting up the papers and everything to a competent authority for approval. Another set of user is an approving authority. So two users will have two different processes. So a empaneled hospital referral desk is normally handled by a clerical staff. So now the clerical staff will be able to see all the list of referral advices that have been made either in the OPD or IPD of that hospital. So as you can see in the current list, there is a one particular request which has come. So this list will have all this information, patient CR number, UMID number, patient name, the demographic details, and which department has referred it, and what are the reasons for the referral. So that also will come here, and on what date this advice has come, and whether it has come online, offline. So all that information will come. And the last two options where the actions lie. So you will, the referral clerk will check the status of the case. So it is appearing as a new request. So it is just a request now. It has to be processed. And for a new request, there is an option in the action button here. So it is an edit option. So if you click on an edit option here, it will open a referral page where the clerk has to connect all the rules and other things. So this is the, after clicking the edit button, it will open the referral page here for that patient. The first set of information that will be seen in the referral page in the referral desk is the demographic details of the patient. He can also check the patient photo and all other details which are relevant to them. So including the designation of the patient, the CR number, age, the patient category, everything they can check here. And the second set of information in that referral page is the referral details, which have been filled by the doctor in the OPD or IPD. So here, as you can see, the referral reason has been mentioned that the service or bed is not available. So this has been referred for a treatment. This referral is for the treatment, not diagnostics. So the referral is for the treatment, and then the requested department, requested consultant, and then it will also have the episode related information here. And the referral recommended is for 15 days. Now the clerk can kind of analyze whether this particular referral is to be processed for 15 days or it has to be curtailed. All that he has to see. So based on the referral notes also, whatever detailed notes that that doctor has indicated, he can check it here. Apart from that, there is also an option to see a complete prescription, because sometimes the referral desk person would like to go in detail about the prescription page, what is the context in which this referral has been made. In that case, they can click on this option and it will open the entire prescription. So they can go through the prescription and then they can process it here. And the third aspect, kind of block in the referral thing is about the referral hospital related information. So now here, whichever hospital it has been referred here, now we need to understand that when a patient was consulting with the doctor, so doctor will ask him where would they like to go, or for a given condition, which hospital will be the best suited. So those discussions will actually, consultation actually happens there, and normally patient exercises choice there. He will also tell that, I reside in a particular place, so you can refer me there. That hospital has this specialty, so I can be referred there. That will be convenient to me. And if doctor is also convinced about it, then they refer it here. So that's why the refer to hospital information also automatically comes here. And it is possible that even after advice based on the understanding of the doctor and the choice exercised by the patient, this hospital may have beds at that point of time or not. It is possible. So in that case, this referral clerk can contact this hospital based on the contact information that we have given. And he can also confirm that if I refer a patient to your hospital, will you be able to accommodate? So that even after referral, like patient should not kind of come back. ఈ అనోటేషన్ రిక్వెస్ట్లో ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? రిమోట్ కంట్రోల్ షేర్డ్ కంప్యూటర్ .com. ఓకే, నీ దగ్గర వస్తుందా, కనపడుతుందా?
మీకే వస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే. Okay, so that kind of confirmations will normally done by the clerk or a dealer who handles the referral desk, and then he will indicate the referral reference number, and he will also indicate the validity period, because a referral letter is not a kind of a blank check. It cannot be valid forever. That will be valid only for a particular period, a reasonable period. It cannot be enforced that the if it is referral is being made today, he has to go only today or tomorrow. We cannot enforce it. So we give a reasonable period for the validity of the referral. So that validity period also indicated by the referral desk. And in case this referral is an extension to something else, so they can select the extension option. Otherwise, it will be treated as a kind of a fresh referral. So referral validity from date normally comes with the current date. So why we have given a manual reference number here is that right now hospitals have at different stages of adoption. We don't know whether all the 100% cases will be handled only online. We are not sure. So whatever current running number that you are operating, so that you can manage it now, but in future the reference number, everything automatically gets connected. Correct. So it will continue to have its own unique number. System generates a unique reference number, but however, the office reference number also can be manually entered here. Now, the last set of information that the referral clerk has to manage here is the diagnosis, the diagnostics for which the patient has to be referred, the procedures or treatment required for the patient in the referral hospital, or whether it is outdoor or indoor services for which referral is being made, and the ward entitlement. So this information he has to cross check from the inputs already given by the doctor. As you can see here, the doctor in the OPD page already entered the diagnosis as a Q fever. So that automatically comes here. But however, if the clerk wants to modify or add some more information here, so they can add it here. All right. So I think one of the user was asking a question in the chat box that whether this referral can be made from the back date. Yes, normally the referral, the date validity from period comes with the current date, but however, it can be modified. So we have given, because of all these scenarios that we have discussed, whether the referral is required on an emergency basis. Normally, all our railway board guidelines says that any patient can go to empaneled hospital directly in case of emergencies, and from there within 24 hours the hospital has to revert that to certify whether it is an emergency, so that will be treated as a referral or not. So for that reason, the backdated kind of process will be required. So that's why we have given this option of flexibility to go back to backdate. And here, see, last time when we were discussing in the Northern Railway, there was one of the feedback input that the clerk who handles the referral desk may not be fully conversant with all the medical terminology or clinical information. So if he has to manually enter all the details, it is a little difficult. So that's why all this information which has been filled or as advised by the doctor in the OPD comes in the respective fields automatically. Clerical intervention is actually required in a minimal sense, but we have given a provision here. If they want to modify something, they can do it. We don't know whether some doctor also will handle the referral desk. We are not sure. So that's why we have given this option to modify these things as well. Suppose there is a policy letter saying that for a X-rays, we should not be referring patient to an outside hospital. So if a doctor has already indicated that this person requires a X-ray in the referral hospital, then that can be removed here. So the modification option we have given to the clerk here. He will connect the rules basically. And then the procedures and treatments, whatever has been indicated by the doctor in the referral tab of the OPD or IPD. So that also will come here. And even the outdoor indoor services information also automatically comes here. And the ward entitlements also automatically comes as per the information available in the UMID. So if a pensioner or a dependent of an employee or any category person, if they are coming, if the advisors come here, based on the primary card holders last salary or a last pension, their entitlements are decided. So these entitlements normally comes from the UMID, so nothing needs to be done here. So after this, now the finally he has to confirm this confirm the information whether he is actually proposing for referral for 15 days as advised by the doctor, or he wants to reduce it as per the policies or the local instructions, and whether he would like to keep any slabs, financial ceilings on this referral. It cannot be again like given without any limitations, like the referral cannot go beyond say 15 lakhs per each referral case. So that can be indicated that this referral has a validity only up to the expenditure incurred by the empaneled hospital up to 15 lakhs or whatsoever. So there are different policies or practices adopted in different hospitals. So we have given a flexibility they can indicate on their own. If it is not applicable, they can simply indicate 0 here. No, it will be treated as a no ceiling here. And then there are special conditions or advance payment kind of conditions here. These are all the default conditions that are applicable to all the referrals. So we have mentioned them likewise. If at all the particular hospital has any special conditions incorporated as part of the MOU with the empaneled hospital, so those conditions can be added here. So they can modify, they can remove whatever they want, they can do that. So after that, finally, they have to save and save the referral letter. So after saving, it will also give an option to upload certain documents. So now the referral process at the referral desk by the clerk has been saved. Now after saving it, he can always attach the related documents here. So the document types will come as a kind of it can consist of the some external diagnostics which has led to this thing, or it can be the consent letter of a patient, that also can be there. So normally there is a practice of taking consent from the patient, so that also can be uploaded here before it is being put up to an approving authority. So likewise, any record that has a relevance to this referral case can be uploaded as a document. As you can see, any PDF, JPG, JPEG, PNG, any files up to the size of the 2 MB can be added here. So after that, you need to click on the start upload option. And then now this case will go and appear in the next stage, which is a approving authority screen. Now an approving authority will click on the episode referral approval process. So here he will be able to see all the cases that have been forwarded by the referral desk. Now here there is a filtering option as well. There are like some instances, some hospitals who have a segregated approval process. Like some doctors have been nominated for approving only diagnostic related cases. Some doctors have been nominated for exclusively for the treatment related cases. Some majority of the hospitals do not make that kind of distinction. So by default, it will appear as all cases, and all the cases will appear here. So based on the filters, the listing also gets filtered. Now the status also here, you can again check if you want to see old previous approved cases, you can check it. If you want to see returned or reject cases, those cases also you can check it here. So if you want to go further, then you need to click on the approval pending, which is a default option here. So after that, all the pending cases will appear. Here we can see one case which has been available for the approving authority. Now in this again, the approving authority can see the patient related information and from which section it has come, all that he can see. And then the status of the case also, you can see it is an approval pending stage. Now he has an option to edit it. So if you click on an edit button here, it will open the referral same page, just like what we have seen during the referral desk dealer verification process. So all that will come. Doctor can modify anything in the referral page, including the test for which it has to be made, the treatment for indoor, outdoor, the number of days for the referral, the financial ceilings involved in it. So anything can be added or modified or removed by the approving authority. And then finally, they will indicate the approval remarks. So if they want to say any specific thing related to that particular case, so they can mention it here. And then the final action he has to indicate from the drop-down option. There are only 3 options which approving authority can do. One is to approve the case. Second is to reject. Third is to return. So in case of return, again, it will go back to the referral clerk, the referral desk dealer, and he with the remarks that have been indicated here, they will be able to see what compliances or further information that needs to be connected with this case, so that again that case can come back to approving authority. In case of rejection, it is a straightforward thing that this case does not reserve any referral, so it is being rejected. No further action is required on that. So in case of approval, they'll click on the approve button and then save the page here. So after that, it will appear back in the referral desk dealer case, and now he will be able to see many other options here. Now, as you can see here in the referral desk dealer thing, he will be able to see the case with the updated status here. Earlier, it was showing the pending approval. Now, it comes as an approved status. So for that reason, now he has more options here. He has three icons here. The first icon is to see the referral letter. The second option is, suppose even after approving, still there may be some errors or something that has happened in contravention to the rules, which the clerk wants to bring to the notice of the approving authority and get the approved case again reviewed. So for review, again, he can modify till it is being finalized or published. So the last option is to finalize and publish. So he has three options. Accordingly, based on anyway, first he has to see the referral letter. If he clicks on this letter icon, PDF icon, it will show the draft referral letter, in which, as per the approval remarks indicated by the doctor, approving authority, he will be able to see the complete details. And then if he is confirmed that everything is fine, now this referral letter can be issued. So in that case, he will further process it. There is also another scenario. Normally, a referral letter, when he tries to download the draft, open the draft approved letter, it will contain it will normally come in this format. He will be able to see the PDF for draft letter. And the bottom of that page also contains a referral letter, the consent form, consent declaration. So this is the consent declaration that you can see here. So some hospitals have the practice of taking a specific consent. So that consent can be taken even in the OPD or an IPD, and that can come as part of the referral advice, or it can also be taken at the stage of approval also. Because sometimes, as I said, there are some scenarios where even during the approval process, the hospital or even the treatment scope also can get modified. So in that case, a revised consent, if it is required, then that can be taken. It can be taken in a paper format. It can be printed. The patient will sign on it, or attendant on his behalf can sign, and then that can be uploaded back into it. So that's the process that can be followed up after approval also. Now there is a third option available, which as said is a finalizing and publishing process. So if he is convinced that everything is fine, he has also taken consent. Consent has not changed, whichever consent already has given. Even consent can be taken on phone. Whatever procedure is there in their hospitals, they can do that. And after that, they'll click on the P icon here. P is for publishing. So after that, now it comes with a confirmation that it has been published, and a reference number gets generated here. This is a referral kind of a reference number, which indicates that a particular transaction has been completed. It can be tracked back. The logs are maintained. Any back references can be checked from it. So now it is a finalized document here. So when you publish it, two things happen here. One, the referral letter automatically gets reflected in the mobile app of the patient. So the patient need not wait for the physical copy, for which he has to come back to the hospital and collect it. And the second aspect that happens is this referral letter can also be pushed directly on a mail of a empaneled hospital. Normally, they give one single contact point for the referral hospital. So whichever mail address they share, so we can trigger a mail to them, so which becomes an authority for that hospital to entertain this patient. And they can also check like how many referral letters have been already issued and everything. There is one particular concern at this stage, is that whether digital signature is actually required for issuing a referral letter here. So there are different opinions coming from different units. One, if digital signature is mandatory, then we can incorporate it as part of the application itself. But it comes with a drawback that for generating each signature referral letter, it is mandatory for you to sign digitally, and then every case you have to process them separately. It becomes a very cumbersome process. So instead of that, since it is a computer generated process, happens through a authenticated logins and everything, so this can be downloaded as a PDF document, and you put all the approved cases into a folder, and you can assign a bulk signature on all the letters in an offline mode, and those letters can be mailed or do whatever is required in that case. The third way of doing it is to print all the letters, the computer generated the referral letters, and you can sign it physically and then issue it to the patient. So there's a last option, which is the easy option, is that since it is a computer generated statement, and it is an authentic document, and it is being automatically pushed to a beneficiary as well as to a hospital where the transaction has to be facilitated. So we can also assign a stamp of the signature. The scanned signature of a authorized person can be embossed on the letter, and that becomes a self-contained letter on its own with a disclaimer that it is an electronically generated letter. It does not require a signature. So either ways it can be done. These are all different options that are available. I would suggest that the hallmark of any application is to have a simplicity in adoption. So if people try to ask specific things, it means you are basically trying to constrain, put more restrictions, put more rigidity in the system, which makes difficult for you to adopt. So depending on each different expectations from different hospitals, it can be flexibly handled. So now after publishing, what actually happens, I told you that the referral letter gets generated. It will be pushed to beneficiary as well as to hospital. Now the referral desk person will not be able to see anything related to that case in an editable form. So he will not be able to see any edit option for that. ఇది offline ఉంది కదా. Okay. So after publishing, here you can see when they click on the publish button, it is in a published state. So now they will not be able to see any edit option here. So it's a finalized case. They cannot do any further editing on it. Now this is another process where the offline request, offline processes can happen. If a doctor has not seen that patient online and the advice has not come online, but the offline request has come to a referral desk, in that case, they can do it in offline mode. Only thing is that instead of having the case listed in this page, they have to click on the create new page here. So if they click on a create new page, it will open the same the page that the earlier whatever we have seen. So the same thing will come, but here the referral desk person will not be able to see any details that would have normally come from the doctor. So everything has to be entered by the clerk based on the offline advice, offline request that he must have received. So he will indicate the referral reasons, referral for, so all that information, the whatever we have discussed. So every information he has to again update, and then he has to save it and send it for an approving authority. So the remaining all process will remain same. So that's all in the referral module. Doctors